Sup, y'all? My name is Park. I'm a freshman at the University of Michigan, and I wanted to tell you guys about the past week because this is like the first week for the winter semester, and it's been quite the time, honestly. It's been like kind of like a quieter week, I think, because people were just moving in, and so now the semester's really starting. This is the Sunday after the first half week of classes because classes started on Wednesday, and I moved in last Monday. So it's been quite the time. It's been a vibe, and I just want to tell you guys about it. So let's do it. The first thing that I did after I unloaded all of my stuff, which honestly I packed too much, so it took a while to unpack, but after that I just went to the dining hall. I scurried there before it closed because they close at 8, and so I went there, and honestly, because I moved in on Monday but a lot of people did Tuesday, so it was kind of a ghost town for a bit, which is I liked that I moved in a day early because that way I got to get back into the flow of things in my dorm, and just have the place a lot of it to myself. So it was really good. The food that day was really good. I remember I was like, yes, back at the dining hall. I'll probably put a picture in here, but yeah, so that was cool. And then the next day was Tuesday. Classes still hadn't started yet. A lot of other people started moving in, and I just chilled. I think I did some planning for my classes, like rating the syllabi and putting my Google Calendar in. Oh my goodness, my Google Calendar is so organized now. I'm really happy about it. So that is the thing that I did. On that Tuesday was I got a COVID test because everybody had to get COVID tested once they arrived. It was recommended to get COVID tested before and required to get tested after. So I did that. It was negative, but it's definitely an operation that they have going on. You know, there's a whole step-by-step guide of how to do the test and everything. Yeah, it makes sense because everybody's coming back from winter break in so many different places. So I did that, and it was a good time. And the one thing that took up probably the most of my time on that Tuesday was going to figure out where a lot of my classes were and actually going to those rooms, because U of M is a very big campus. In fact, there's the central campus where most of the classes are, including my residence hall, and then there's North Campus that you actually take a bus to get to. So I did that, and I went into the Ford Motor Company robotics building, the FMCRB, for the first time. And that was really cool because there's a staircase. I'll put that picture in here too because I took a picture of the staircase, and it's so cool because it lights up the whole room, and it's so modern. So that was awesome. I did that, and that kind of rounded out my day. It took longer to do that than you'd expect, but it was cool. And then after that was Wednesday, which was the first day of classes, and I only had 2 classes, and they were each only an hour. But yeah, so it was a pretty chill day because I only had those 2 classes. I had like a probability class and an ethics class, and my professor for ethics is so cool. Oh my goodness, it was epic. So it was a really fun time. It was chill. It was a good day. One thing that I also did on Wednesday was I went to the brand new Central Campus Classroom Building, or the CCCB for short. It literally just opened this month. Like, I think it opened 2 days before I went in there. It's a new building, just it has classrooms and study spots, but it's really modern and it's so cool. And once my ethics lecture goes back in person, that's where it's going to be, and I'm so excited for it because I just love how the university is making these new buildings. It's really cool to see that they're growing and they're evolving, and obviously the university is not perfect, but it's cool that they are doing new things, and that was really cool to see. I like how there are these new buildings like the CCTV. On Thursday, I also had quite a few things. At 9 a.m. I had my data structures and algorithms lecture, and I'm actually switching lectures, I think, so my lecture will not be at 9 a.m. in the future. It'll be at noon, which is good. So that's the thing, but it was cool to do that. I'm really excited for that course. I also had an interview on Zoom for Survivor Michigan, which is basically U of M's version of Survivor, the reality show. I just love how there are all those like quirky things at a college like this. So I was like, might as well sign up to apply to this. So that was cool. And then I also had a meeting to prepare for a panel I'm going to be doing. This is also on Zoom, but about like LGBTQ plus policy. So that was cool to be part of that. And then I also had my my ethics discussion, because there's lectures and discussion. So that was cool. It was a good day. And then on Friday, I had some good food at the dining hall, which is cool. A lot of people hate the dining hall food. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. Like, not everything that they serve is always good, but it's honestly pretty snazzy to just have food that is pretty decent just waiting for you. So it's awesome, in my opinion. But also, I only had one class on Friday, and it was only 1 hour long. It was my probability class. So it's pretty chill. You know, last semester I had no Friday classes, which it took a lot of effort in my scheduling to get that to happen, but I did. This semester it was more difficult to avoid, but honestly only 1 hour of class is pretty good. So that happened. Yeah, it was a good time. Later that day I went to a movie at the Michigan Theater, because there's two theaters. There's the Michigan Theater and the State Theater. And so it was at the Michigan Theater. The movie, like, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite movie. It was, like, interesting, I guess, but, like, I don't know. It was weird because I was expecting to go into this big movie theater, right? But it was in the annex room, it was called, and it was this small room where it was just like a bunch of seats in an array. So we were all close together, which I didn't expect, but it was cool to do that. And then I also did this thing at the Michigan Union, which is this building that we have with one of my friends later that night, where we did like mini golf in a room. So that was fun. There's like lots of little events like that. There's a web page like events.umich.edu where you can see the different events that the university has. Sometimes there aren't really any going on, but sometimes there are, like that one. So that was cool. And then yesterday, on Saturday, I went with one of my friends to the Kelsey Museum of Archaeology. It was cool because I had been there once before, but I hadn't really looked into the stuff there that much. So it was good to go again and actually see the stuff. Because there's 3 museums at UMICH, I believe. There's the Modern Art Museum, there's the Natural History Museum, and then there's the Archaeology Museum. So yeah, archaeology is definitely the smallest one, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, lots of stuff there from the past, which was cool. And honestly, it's been a pretty chill weekend because classes haven't really ramped up yet. This upcoming week, they will ramp up, so that's exciting. And a lot of clubs haven't really done too much yet, but that will ramp up, I am aware. And then today I went to a Christians on Campus meeting in the morning at the Trotter Multicultural Center. And then after that, I went to South Quad to get lunch. And I actually saw 2 high school friends there, which was cool because I wasn't expecting to see them. There's a lot of people from my high school that are here. So it's funny whenever I see them, it's just like 2 worlds colliding. So that was cool. And I actually hung out with them because even though there are a lot of people from my high school here, I haven't really hung out with high school friends here because I've been trying to branch out. But honestly, I just hung out with them and ate lunch with them. And it was just good to talk to those people again because it's been a while. So that was awesome. And then I went to Starbucks and I was like, dang, I don't really have much to do today because I had no work to do because not much has happened yet in my classes. Again, it will ramp up. I am aware. But, and then later I ate dinner with one of my MRADS friends. I'll talk about MRADS in the future, maybe. It's a program that I'm in, as well as one of my high school friends. And that was really cool. Again, worlds colliding. So it was pretty cool, and that brings us up to now. I'm really excited for this upcoming week. So yeah, if there are any videos that you guys want to see, let me know, and I can make them about the UMICH experience. I don't know. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time? I don't know. I need a better outro. Okay, bye!